Example of the nation's failure to recover from the recession.
Right there at that plant, candidate Obama said, "I believe that if our government is there to support you, this plant will be here for another 100 years." That's what he said in 2008. Well, as it turned out, that plant didn't last another year. It is locked up and empty to this day. And that's how it is in so many towns, where the recovery that was promised is nowhere in sight.
Well, that comment is being challenged today.
Our Lacey Crisp is live in Janesville to check it all out. Lacey.
That's right. Paul Ryan's speech at the RNC last night has a lot of people talking, especially his comment about this GM plant closing, and then candidate Obama's words about the plant staying open.
Fantastic. I loved the speech, I loved his optimism, and I loved his message.
Well, many loved Paul Ryan's enthusiasm. Some are taking issue with what Ryan said about the GM plant in Janesville closing.
Plant. Right there at that plant, candidate Obama said, "I believe that if our government is there to support you, this plant will be here for another 100 years." That's what he said in 2008. Well, as it turned out, that plant didn't last another year.
No promises like that were ever made. It was basically that if the government could help us, if there was some way to help and try to convince GM to stay, then, they would do it.
Roxanne Bessel-Slowey worked at GM for more than 24 years and was at Obama's Janesville campaign speech in February 2008 when the president said, "I believe that if our government is there to support you and give you the assistance you need to retool and make this transition, that this plant will be here for another 100 years.
So for Paul Ryan, again, to mislead people that he made promises he didn't keep, and he did use that word, it's not true.
Ryan was cautious with his words and did not accuse Obama of breaking a promise.
As stated would be correct, because he stated in 2008 GM was no longer at the plant as of December of 2008.
That was before Obama took office, but 57 employees of Isuzu stayed on until June 2009. Now, this plant is technically on standby mode, which basically means they're not making any cars here, but they could reopen at any time. Those here in Janesville that I speak with say they don't expect that to happen anytime soon. On your side live in Janesville, Lacey Crisp, today's TMJ4.
But just about everybody would like to see it reopen. Lacey, thank you very much.